Well, Daima keeps chugging along like a mid-tier carnival ride. A little shaky, a bit unpredictable, but somehow still functional. And this episode brings us the latest addition to the party, Panzy. Yes, Panzy. Panzy. A name that sounds less like a character and more like an unfortunate nickname you might get after crying in gym class. Panzy is a demon girl with all the punch of a wet noodle and the combat prowess of a decorative garden gnome, which would make her utterly useless in many Dragon Ball arcs, but here it works. There's something refreshing, admittedly, about a new character being introduced whose power level doesn't need to be expressed in scientific notation. Of course, Glorio, or as I now exclusively refer to him, Glory Hole, isn't thrilled about dragging along someone whose signature move is apparently struggling to push a pebble. To be fair, Glory Hole's been on edge since the moment he showed up, and the fact that we still have no idea what his deal is makes his scowling paranoia feel at least partially justified. We do, however, learn that every Majin has a unique ability, which means Glory Hole's still sitting on something. The fact that he hasn't whipped it out yet, figuratively or otherwise, is only making him more suspicious. My guess is that he's setting up for a betrayal. Whatever he's hiding, it's probably not good. Or altruistic. Or legal. Panzy, for her part, does have some practical skills, namely tinkering with gadgets, which puts her in direct competition with Bulma's job description once she inevitably joins. The plot thickens when it turns out she's not just some random demon realm mechanic. She's actually the daughter of King Kadan, ruler of the third demon realm. This naturally makes her the perfect key to getting Goku and the gang an audience with the king. King Kadan doesn't immediately buy into the idea that this small child with spiky hair and a permanent case of the giggles is a warrior strong enough to defeat the Tamagotchis that guard the Dragon Balls. But after both Glory Hole and Panzy vouch for him, the king does what any rational father would do, tries to marry his daughter off to him on the spot. To Goku's credit, he immediately throws out the "sorry, I've already got a wife and kids" card. A rare and beautiful reminder that this maniac is technically a husband and father, even if he does treat it like an optional side quest. Before the king can sign off on any marriage certificates, he decides to test Goku's strength the old-fashioned way, by making him fight a motley crew of his best ragtag warriors. By now, Daima's action choreography is so reliably good that I'm running out of new ways to praise it without sounding like a broken record. If you like the last two episodes' fights, you'll like this one. It's not particularly long or intense, but man is it choreographed and animated well. We even get a weird blink and you'll miss it moment where Goku briefly turns Super Saiyan, only to immediately drop back down to base. Maybe he needs to be in Super Saiyan to use Explosive Wave. I'll have to get on Sparking Zero to check. And so the episode wraps up with Daima declaring all-out war once again on the very concept of reliable transportation. After finally securing a shiny new ship, the crew gets about 10 feet off the ground before Panzy's absurdly overpacked luggage drags them straight back into the dirt. This comes, of course, after we've already spent multiple episodes on their desperate quest to find transportation in the first place. Well, in summary, this is yet another perfectly serviceable, if not entirely earth-shattering installment of Daima. Steadily chugging along like a well-meaning theme park ride that's fun enough to ride, even if no one's writing home about it. I'm enjoying it, but I'm very eager to get to what I know is coming, and to learn how we get there. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked it, subscribe. If you didn't, I hope you stub your toe on a coffee table. Either way, see you next episode.